What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the bar. Today we are finally starting our knockout brackets for our Rye Bourbon Old Fashions. Now, I know I've been looking forward to this.
Me too. Me too.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off. I'm going to make a drink, show you how I make it in my novice professional manner, and then we're going to try them out. So, let's do it. Alright.
Now back to the news.
So, yeah, back to the news, Lorena. Alright, so what we're going to do is our first bracket today is 3 against 5, and our second bracket is 7 against 9. So we're going to start off with 3 and 5, so we're going to just put these aside for now, as long as I don't break it. And we went back and forth on this. Weren't sure how we were going to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it in a mixing glass. This is not how I normally make it. Normally I make it right in the glass. But decided I'm going to show you the way that I consider the right way to do it. So first, we have our clear ice ball. And yes, I washed my hands. I just washed my hands. We're going to put that in our rocks glass to temper. Because if you don't do that and you have clear ice, the ice is going to crack as soon as you pour anything on it. So, to start off with, we have our number 3. Now, I'm going to measure it because I don't know exactly how much is in here.
They're supposed to be 2-ounce bottles,
so
we just want to verify it because they look a little bigger, but maybe no.
Right at 2.
Yeah. All right. We won't have to measure them again.
Right at 2. So some people do this with.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make them both. Now some people make this with putting what's it called? Sugar cube. Some people do a sugar cube. I don't do that. I make my own turbinado sugar syrup, and this is, just for people who know, this is a 1.5 to 1 ratio. So it's let's say you make a batch with 1.5 cups of turbinado sugar and 1 cup of water, and that's how I make it. Now, I don't like my old fashioned particularly sweet. He likes it a little bit sweeter. So what I usually do is I have the bigger bar spoon. And I usually do 1 bar spoon for me and 1.5 for him. So I'm just going to make 3 bar spoons so it'll be equal. We want them to be exactly the same. Oh, splashed everywhere.
Yeah, a little more graceful there.
Well, you know, I'm not known for my grace. I'm known for my wit.
We're actually very soft on our feet.
Light on my feet. Alright, next. I was trying to say Aganorsa. Angostura bitters. Aganorsa's a cigar. So it's usually 3, 4. So I'm going to go with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is a double batch, so that's why I'm making everything double, obviously. And then slowly lower a couple ice cubes in here, and then cool it off.
Now, some people, they would add like orange on the rim and the spritz inside the glass. We don't do the orange in our old fashions. So
somebody doesn't like it.
That would be me.
And when the big guy doesn't like anything, nothing else matters.
Know who you are.
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to stir it to cool it down and dilute it slightly, but primarily just cool it down, and you want to feel the glass get a little cooler. So you just want to do it till you get there, and I'm about at that point. So then I'm going to equally distribute them into our rocks glass. And as you can see, crystal clear ice. It's a beautiful old fashioned.
I can feel the saliva building up. The anticipation of the taste.
The saliva building up, huh?
Oh, it's going to be so good going over the tongue.
Alright. Now that is how we make our old fashioned. We're not saying it's the right way. We're not saying it's the only way. We're saying it's our way. However you like your damn old fashioned, make it that way. If you want to muddle some fruit in there for some unexplainable reason, that makes it disgusting, go for it. We don't do that. We could put. Do you want to put cherries on them, or do you want to just skip that?
Nah, we'll skip that.
We'll skip that.
It's decorative, and
But
don't get me wrong.
yeah, we're doing
cherries
this
are
just
awesome,
for taste. So now what I'm gonna do is through movie magic, we're just gonna skip making this part, and we're back. So here we go. We have 3 and 5. Now at this point, I'm assuming that our producer will be telling you guys what each of them are. We don't know. Have no idea what whiskeys are going into this. And now we're about to find out which one we prefer. All right, let's see.
Cheers.
Smells good. That is a strong flavor. I'm not getting any alcohol burn from it, but I'm getting a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
I really like that. You're not drowning out with the bitters. The sugar isn't overpowering. It's not overly sweet. It takes the edge off, I think, the syrup, but
It's weird. I so feel like I'm getting a little bit of a coconut flavor, which I would be amazed if that was actually a thing, but could be the whiskey and the sugar.
that's really good. I'm not sure. It does have like a tropical. It feels tropical. Almost like a, I'll be honest, almost rummy. It's really, I'm loving this. Man. Now, me personally, I will say I definitely think a Luxardo cherry would be exceptional with this. But I also think a little bit of the orange zest, I think, would really work for this one.
Yeah.
If you were to rank this 1 through 10, what would you rank this one without having anything else?
Well,
I mean, like our typical old fashioned, typically.
all right. If you're gonna take my old fashions as a whole, of all the ones I've ever had, rated 1 through 10, and which one, this would probably be. And we're talking 10 being the best.
Yeah.
It's solid 4. This is a solid
4,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm going like 6.9. I really like this. Typically, and if you hear the snoring in the background, that is not our producer. That is our dog. Well, their dog.
Don't
Not the
hate her.
producer.
She told us to say that.
She's holding up a sign right now saying, "Tell them it's the dog." And now she is gesturing to me threateningly.
I think number 1 or something. We're number 1. Is that what it is?
she's our number
we're
one
number
fan.
1. Rocket. All right.
I would say this is,
It's damn
This is
good.
damn
I mean, shit,
good.
I'm almost dusted it off already.
I'm saving a little bit for the end just to go back, but
That's probably a smart decision. I'll save that last little sip. I'm a bit of a drinker. Come
That
from a
is-
family of drinkers.
I love that. Our typical old fashioned is a Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace is definitely probably my number, as of date, it's probably my number 9, number 10.
We love it. It's makes a great old fashioned. All right, so now we're going over what's this 5. Let's check out number 5. Let's see. I'm not getting much on the smell on this. I got a lot of smell on 3, but oh. I don't love that at all. That
It would be interesting when we finally, at the end of this, because we won't know what
Until
these
it's
are
over.
until the end. You guys will know as every episode airs, but we won't. That is about boring. I hope as a whiskey it tastes better because it is just.
there's nothing to that. There's no nuance. There's
No, there's just a very light. I wouldn't even have guessed that in a blind tasting. I wouldn't have guessed that as a bourbon.
Honestly,
I would guess maybe American whiskey or something.
I would even go vodka. I'm not getting any flavor other than a slight alcohol. I'm getting nothing
No,
from
I'm
that.
getting that twinge of whiskey in there. Definitely weak. Oh, man, I hate how nasally I sound. Yeah, I wouldn't order this again at a bar. And it'll probably be something I absolutely love outside of the old-fashioned world.
Yeah, oh,
Keep
there's
going.
no comparison.
Yeah.
There's none. I mean, like, yeah, I would give this a solid 1. No.
Yeah, this would I wouldn't even rate this. I wouldn't buy it again. And at a bar, I probably wouldn't even finish it. I'm gonna finish it today because, well, it's alcohol. And
There's no redeemable old-fashionedness in that at all. Man, and this is going to drive me crazy. I really want to know what that is.
If you put citrus in this, all you would taste is
The citrus, that's it. There's a slight nuance of something. Maybe like I'm getting more of like a honey, not like a vanilla or caramel.
Yeah, it's definitely.
No, this. Yeah, I stand by number 3. Number 3, I'm doing a 6.5 overall. If it was a 1
You know,
through
if you
10.
told me this was a Canadian whiskey like Crown Royal, I might buy it. I might buy that. Buy old flavor, and then you add the sugar and the bitters, and it just blows it out.
Man, I am so curious what this is because this 3 blows it out of the water. There's no comparison in this.
Yep.
I-
I'm going to put us both down for our first round of 3 versus 5. Definitely the front runner is number 3.
Without a doubt.
No doubt about it.
This is, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. There's
Don't even need to go back and retaste it. I mean,
No,
you can't.
there's
You don't
no-
need to. This is tasty and complex and deep. And this is alcoholic water.
Yeah, there's no, yeah, 5. In our opinion, I'll go ahead and say it, 5 makes an awful old-fashioned. 3, that's damn good old-fashioned.
I can't wait until the end of this, and I want to go back and I want to taste this as just a straight up whiskey. Because if it tastes like this as a whiskey, I don't think I'll ever keep this on the bar.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we bought some lower shelf whiskeys to fill in stuff that we could find anybody.
Yeah, but what
can
is this?
find.
Is something you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if this was Basil Hayden.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was Basil Hayden or if it was that first call,
Maybe. What if it's Imanara or whatever it is?
No, because that one's the weeded. That one
MR.
wasn't in it.
Huh. Oh,
I
thought
wouldn't.
it was.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if this was either the Basil Hayden or the that first call that was from what's it called? Total Wine, because it's not
Huh.
there. There's nothing. To
All right,
it.
let's
Garbage.
move on.
All right,
We
so
beat
we're
that
gonna
horse
go
enough.
ahead and we're gonna make a cut here, and we're gonna make our next drinks. So the next time you see us, we'll have the next round ready.
All right, be back in a minute. And we're back.
And here we are. All right, so this is what, 7 against 9. Let's hope this one holds up a little bit better.
Wapner's on at 5.
Wapner, Judge Wapner.
All right.
Jeez, you're old.
F you too.
This one has a lot more on the nose.
Is that pepper?
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good too. Oh, there's
Now that
proof
has a
in
little
that.
warmth.
There's proof in that one. That's
got a
not
little
just
throat.
flavor, there's proof. Oh, and let's just say 7 and 9, just so that we have the cue here for our executive producer. 7 and 9, you can let the audience know what's up. So, that's good.
It's tasty.
Wow.
Oh, when it goes across the tongue.
Wow. Damn. That's good. I would order several of those at dinner. That is really good. I don't know what that is. That, man, that could be our brand new old fashioned from now on.
That might make you a dragon.
That is good. Oh man.
Uh-oh, we got side-eye from the producer.
I don't know what that is. She's holding up a knife.
Cut it
Off?
down?
That is...
cut it out. Cut it out. I got it.
I don't know what that is, but that's freaking delicious. If the last round, if it was a 6.9, that's a 7.4. That is freaking delicious.
That's a tasty beverage.
That is really good. Cleanse the palate a little bit, and let's. And I'm gonna try out number 9. Not getting much on the nose. Oh, that's good too. Oh no. Oh no. Decisions. That's good. Oh boy.
I haven't started yet. I'm just giving that one a minute to settle in. That was enjoyable.
This is gonna be a tough one.
All right.
I do think that 3 has the better flavor. Oh, I'm gonna let you taste it first before I. Yeah. I think 3 has a better flavor. I think it's more well-rounded. Like, putting a puzzle together and the pieces work better. But this is freaking good too. Oh, our producer's telling us to remind them that's Harley snoring. Okay. We had this discussion. Our Patreon members might actually get to see some of our discussion. But we talked about the dog if we can hear it. Hear her snoring. I don't know about you, but I can hear her snoring. And, I mean, it's cute and all. But that's the dog snoring, not the producer. So what do you think?
Well, I'd already picked, even though I'm only a sip and a half in, I already picked my winner for this round.
I don't know, actually.
There you go.
That's actually a lot closer. Damn.
Boy, that is tough. They're very different.
They're different,
Yet they're also
but
complex.
so with this one, with 7, it's like well-rounded. It like I said, if it's a puzzle, all the puzzle pieces go together. It's really good. It's refreshing. There's some proof to it. It's good, but with 9,
9 is just a really quality drink. It's
smooth.
like,
damn, this is hard.
You want to weigh it?
We can't get her view. She knows what it is. I am feeling a little bit good from this round. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Got a little back sweat happening. That's when you know the whiskey's good, when your back starts sweating.
Well, I don't know. My back sweats all the time, so. Well, even when it's not whiskey. Damn. This is, okay, I'm going to tell you, round 1, simple. There was no question to round 1. Very easy. This is a hard one.
Boy, that is tough. All right, if I was to go to a bar and these 2 drinks were on the table, having already tasted them, which one would I prefer to order? If I could have one old-fashioned flavor out of these two, what would it be?
I don't know. That's damn close. They're different, but in good ways. Like, this is more well blended, more well balanced, just nice and even. This one is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like sharper. It's got more. I don't know. It's like if this is like a puzzle that you put together and all the pieces go well together, this is like one of those weird jagged angle puzzles that are harder to put together, but when you put them together, it's more rewarding.
All right, well, let's do this.
That's hard.
Are you going to make a decision, or do you need to call your wife and ask her what your decision is?
My wife's asleep. She doesn't make decisions about whiskey. She makes decisions on what she wants for dinner. And actually, she's not very good at that either. I have to choose most of the time. Just pick pasta. That's right.
Which is it? Anyway, gonna be? I already picked.
You already picked?
I already picked.
Honestly, this can go either way, but I think I'm gonna have to go with 7.
7 is lovely, but number 9's a nice fella too.
Fella?
I don't know which way to go.
I'm gonna go with Lass.
He bought me a martini, but he took me to the dances. Which one is it?
I'm going with the long-legged number 7 versus the guy.
All right.
What'd you go?
So apparently our flavor palette, our profiles are pretty close.
Yeah. It's just...
We both picked number 7 for the win. I like the fact that it is a higher proof, I would think. Warren, I'm going to feel like an idiot if I'm wrong. But it felt like it, or it tasted like it was a higher proof and a little bit more depth of flavor, a little more substance to it. It just rocked my boat. So even if it's like, you know, Old Milwaukee or something,
it just goes together. Old Milwaukee.
Well, you know, there's a whiskey.
I thought that was a beer.
It is a beer. I said if it was a whiskey, you know, watered down, kind of like sweat.
Look, in this case, to be honest with you, if I had an old fashioned made from either of these, I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't complain.
They're very good, and I would order.
And you know what's funny is I would like to say that if 3 was up against 7 or 9, what would I choose? But I still believe I would choose 3 over 9.
Well, we're gonna find out in a couple weeks.
No, we won't, because it'll be 3 against 7.
Oh well, then who cares?
I'm just saying, if 3 had went up against 9, I would have picked 3 anyway. Now I will be interested to see what our flavor profile shows us when we finally get to this round, which will be quite a ways from now.
Listen, 3 beat 5
easily.
I'll tell you right now, 5 would have got its apps beat by any of the others.
I'm just saying 3 possibly could be the Bulls of the old days.
Yeah, but how would
the Michael J. Bulls days?
We don't know yet. You're getting ahead of yourself.
I'm just saying that's what's going to be interesting to see is when we get to that round. Which of these is going to take home the trophy?
Yeah, well,
it's gonna be
I'm looking forward to 3 against 7.
You talk about a hard decision. 3 against 7.
3 and 7 is going to be rough, and in case you can't,
you're going to have to go back and forth. 3 and 7.
3 and 7 is going to be. I'm not looking forward to that one. Actually, I am, but I'm not.
Well, luckily we got 3 more rounds before we get to that round.
Yeah, we got a minute before we get to that. But
all right.
Yeah. So let's see. Here we go. 3 and 7. So you know what they are. I'm pretty sure our producer's going to be putting it in here right now. If not, you saw it earlier, so figure it out. But 3 and 7 win today.
You know the only disappointing thing about this whole contest is that it's over.
It's not over yet. We
could totally do like 4 more of these.
Well, I don't know about 4 more, but I think I'm already a little bit happy. I think we're going to try to film another one. Because I think this is going to get a little ridiculous.
Tell them that.
We're still batch recording, so we're going to try to get things done. And if you notice our attitude in the next one's kind of silly, we're happy. So on that note, I want to let you know, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Please, remember, these are not going to be coming out in a manner in which we know what the winner is. So don't put what whiskeys we pick. Don't put
don't put in the comments what they are,
it.
because we don't know. And I'm going to do my best to stay out of the comments.
Yes.
So don't feel I'm being rude. I just don't want to go into the comments, and I don't want to go and watch the video once it's aired, because it will then have the names, and I don't want to know what they are, because it would affect future episodes. I'm not going to be watching this.
We are not going to watch the videos
until the last episode.
We may have our producer look over the comments and let us know which ones we can respond to. That way we won't have to worry about getting it spoiled, because don't spoil it for us, guys. We really are enjoying this. This was round 1 and 2. This is going to be great.
You know, of all the shows we've seen,
I'm enjoying this.
On all the whiskey channels we watch and we love, we have never seen anyone do an old fashioned. And I know
not like this.
It's kind of controversial because people do whiskey reviews on just whiskey alone, and that's why we thought, hey, you know what? Let's do something a little different.
Yeah.
Old fashioned is probably one of, if not maybe whiskey sour, but one of the oldest
whiskey sours in my number 2
ever, and the only whiskey cocktail I like.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like
I
cocktails.
like my whiskey neat or on the rocks. This is the only exception to that, and it's only when I'm in the mood. This is typically what I'll have at a party where I'm not going to be getting too far into drinking, and I want to stay social and just lighthearted. When
we have somebody come into the house and they're like, I don't really know much about whiskey. Am I stuttering?
Yeah, I don't know. You drag it a little, but whatever. You know, the
so if somebody says they're not sure if they like whiskey, or they might not particularly like whiskey, I make them an old fashioned and say, let me change your mind.
The old fashioned is the cocktail of the world that gives you a nice mouth hug.
I don't know about a mouth hug.
It gives you a mouth hug.
Well, I like my heart being hugged. Yeah. I'm a romantic. Yeah, but the good one. The good gay. Not like the driving through a red light and giving you the finger gay. So, on that note, like, comment, subscribe.
Smash that like button.
The bell. The bell.
The bell. Whatever. You can do it.
All right.
You know more than I know at this point. Just smash the bell.
Just wait for our next round. Maybe it's coming up next and we are toasted. Take it easy, guys. See you next time.